But maybe like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to do this, but maybe like if you're, it could be a good experiment to go on a date without makeup at some point.
I should. Yeah. I mean, I have been on dates like that are not first dates. That's, yeah. That has no makeup. Yeah. And I usually find, okay, this is definitely more complicated than just having beauty standards, but I feel like men like that I go on dates with, they don't care that much about makeup anyway. It's more about like how I want to feel about myself. Because a lot of the times they can't even tell that you're wearing like a new like shade of eyeshadow or lipstick. Like they can't tell that you're wearing like sometimes I have been on dates with like men that I've been seeing like before when I was wearing makeup, and then I'm like, oh, today I'm not wearing makeup, or did you see any difference? And they're like, I don't see any difference. So I feel like it's a lot of times like in my head that I have to wear makeup. Have you been on dates with no makeup?
Yeah, most.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, although we're talking about how this is killing women, I feel very honored that you're wearing makeup to my podcast.
Yeah, I want to help those clips go viral. And in fact, if you're watching this and you think I've done a bad job with the makeup, please let us know. Call me an ugly.
well, or if you think we're doing a good job, also leave a comment.
Yeah, tell us how pretty we are.
Yeah, we need both sides. Rebecca, what's keeping you up tonight?
Beauty standards are killing women.
Oh my god. But there's so many beauty standards. All of the beauty standards are killing women?
I think if you count emotionally too.
Emotional.
I think they're emotionally killing us. And some of them are physically killing us.
I agree. Yeah. Wait. Okay. I feel like every time we talk about beauty standards, it's always like a bad thing. But what if we love all beauty? Is that a beauty standard, or that's not a beauty standard?
Okay, traditional American or Western beauty standards, we'll say.
Okay, yeah, got it. You have any experience suffering from beauty standard, or your friends, or what makes you want to? What makes you? Yeah, what's the motivation behind this?
I feel like not enough people talk about how like literally like okay, it's like you could break it down by like all of the different things like makeup, like a lot of like cosmetics have heavy metals in them and stuff. Like they're like cosmetics are not regulated by the FDA at all.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, you're a whistleblower. I've been having whistleblowers on my podcast recently. It's good.
I mean, this has been out there for years. Just nobody talks. Like I think people just systemically don't care about women.
Yeah. What's wait, could you describe, because I'm actually from China, so I grew up in China. I came here in 2022. So
what is the FDA?
No, I know.
Okay. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, like what's your ideal? Describe Western American like contemporary beauty standard to me.
I mean, very like Aryan looking. I think. Yeah, like the German ideal of like I think like, you know, lighter hair, smaller features, very like waspy looking, like white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Yeah, and like I feel like that's also like very, I don't know, very universal. I feel like where I'm from, people also want to, even if they're not white, they want to look like all the plastic surgeries are made for people to look more like mixed, or like, yeah, it's like a compliment if in China, if you say someone looks mixed, by saying like having like bigger eyes, like higher nose bridge, and like fairer skin and things like that. Yeah,
it's, I mean, right, like these are global problem. I mean, it's not just limited to American culture. Like I think in Bangladesh also, people like it's very common to use like skin lightening creams.
But I don't know, skin lightening cream is just such a pseudoscience to me. It's so, but there's also on the other side, there's also skin darkening, like tanning.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's just so many different kinds of like beauty standard that people work towards.
Well, I think the thing is, like, no matter what you look like, societies, like, on average, want women to just feel bad about themselves and to spend all their time, money, and energy trying to look a way that they don't naturally look.
I agree. What should we do about it? I feel like I suffer from it too, but sometimes I feel like I struggle with like what I should be, like what I think I should be doing, and what I think would serve me good in like short terms. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard question because like pretty privilege is real.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'm not judging any woman who feels like they have to wear makeup or straighten their hair or do anything to like advance at work or to get like, I don't know. I mean, I think this also ties into, it's so standardized that men aren't willing to date women in their like general area of looks. Like I feel like men, like straight men on average aren't willing to date women that like look about as pretty as they are handsome.
Wait, say that again.
I think men only want to date up in terms of appearance.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Like I feel like I think about it, but I never hear someone say it. Yeah, I feel like that's true. Like women are usually the ones that are more attractive in heterosexual relationships, and I feel like in general, like there's more attractive women in society than attractive men. I feel like conventionally.
I think it's because women are shamed. If like women are not, women don't wake up looking like, you know, women are putting on, like they're getting plastic surgery probably at higher rates than men.
Yeah.
They're putting on makeup every day to like make their face look more like the standard. I don't know, whereas like men get to just wake up, take a shower.
I know.
Go out.
I feel like when I go on first dates and I think about how much effort I have to put into it, and they can just like shower and like, I don't know, put a little bit of hair gel in their hair. That's like maximum. That's when you're lucky.
Have you ever gone on a date with no makeup?
No.
Never?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah. I don't know. Oh my God. I've been on so many dates since I don't know, college. I never, I guess I never really, never no makeup. But I have been trying to like not wear as much makeup on, at least on first dates, because I feel like it's also a sign. Like I don't want to put so much effort into myself when I don't know if this is gonna be a good outcome. Yeah. Like, but I definitely have been in situations where I feel like I'm the most dressed. Yeah. Like the other day, when Ryan was here, she was talking about like comedy clubs. Yeah, I always feel like I'm the most dressed. What do you think? Do you like resonate with that? Because you're also a comic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm conflicted about how much how much it makes sense for women to dress up for comedy shows. It's sort of like, on the one hand, like there's a thing of like audiences in general find the underdog funnier, and so there is something about being like less conventionally attractive that makes them more willing to laugh with you and at you. But it's also like, I think there is something very real about pretty privilege, and that people want to book and talk to people they find attractive. So I don't know. I'm like trying to weigh the balance. It honestly depends to how good of a day I'm having.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like, I don't know, because okay, I don't know how this experience can relate to what you just said, but I feel like it's something that is worth bringing up because I feel like it's very different from a lot of people. So I grew up in China, and before like I guess 18, it's like forbidden for women, I guess, students to look good. Like it's like you will get punished in high school and middle school if you wear like a lipstick. Like no like nails. You can't have a manicure, and your hair have to be at a certain length, and obviously dyeing hair and everything.
But I think the fact that you're framing all of that as looking good is sort of problematic, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't think we should have to put on makeup to consider ourselves, like, looking good, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, because I feel like I said it, I guess not necessarily looking good. It's more like they are not allowing, like...
Sexualization, maybe?
I think that's the point, but that's also... I don't know, because I have a hard time finding a balance between that, because if you're like what I experienced in high school, it's like complete suppressing it's like almost molding everybody into the same. I feel like that's dehumanizing because it's not just about not having you look good or sexually appealing. It's also about like controlling. So I feel like either having a like the two extremes. One extreme is like suppressing everything, and the other extreme is like so much pressure that you have to dress up or like do makeup and everything all the time. So I feel like I've experienced, I guess, both. Maybe not like very very much extreme, but I feel like I have a hard time like deciding between which side I want to lean towards.
When you were in high school and middle school, did you feel like upset about that? Like, did you want to wear makeup and nail polish to school?
I feel like I felt like I felt fine. I didn't want to like I feel like I never, like among my friends, I'm the one that's like more like I don't really care about how I look. But maybe I'm now thinking that maybe it's because I think I have I'm also okay. I guess it's also because I think I'm it's almost it's a shame to look good, because then it probably have a underlying meaning that you're not good at what you're studying. Like if I'm top of the class, I feel better about myself than if I'm looking good. And yeah, like in high schools, people would be like, or like teachers, I remember they would place more favoritism on like top of the class students than best looking student, and even like shaming the best looking student. Like, you spend so much time on doing makeup, you should have like do your homework like this person, who is top of the class. But I feel like both, that's like you're like putting people into like one or the other. It's not like you can't have both. Yeah, so I felt like I wanted to do my nails sometimes, but I felt frustrated that I couldn't do that.
Yeah, they both seem harmful in different ways, like you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like when I was in middle school, I never thought about looks until middle school, because I feel like, I remember there was like a guy that's like, he had a crush on me, and we're really good friends, and he has also a bunch of good friends, but are kind of the bro-y friends, and they learned that he has a crush on me and asked me to be his girlfriend, and then his friends were like, oh, this is what you like they were like trying to shame me. So, and like I remember walking down the hall, and this guy's friends were like, oh my god, she's so ugly, like talking to each other as if I'm not like listening. So I feel like after that, I'm like, oh my God, like I thought I'm top of the world by being top of the class, but now I'm being shamed for how I look. So I feel like that's when I started feeling more conscious about myself and leaning more towards the so-called beauty standard or what's pretty conventionally. Yeah.
Right. It's like in today's, well, at least in America, I feel like women have to be both. Like you have to be pretty and also top of your career, top of like whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but I mean that sucks that those guys shamed you.
Yeah.
And I feel like every woman has an experience like that, or many.
Yes.
Many.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like growing up, there's more, but it just when like it's like a younger kid or a teenager, it feels more like the effect feels stronger than now. Like I feel like right now on the internet everybody's calling me ugly, but it's fine. I don't care anymore. But yeah, have you like what's your how do you feel like it like looks like affect or like beauty standard have affected you and your career and your life?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the autism spectrum, so I'm not saying that social standards don't affect me, but I don't notice them, or it takes like a lot for me to notice them. So I kind of like, you know, I guess like I might have like been more blasé about it, like in middle school and high school. Like, I guess like I was aware that other children were judging me for like how I dressed and how I styled myself, but I was like, whatever. Like, I kind of like rolled up. And like, I don't know, I guess like more, to be honest, like I guess more since I started trying to get into like performing in like stand-up and like trying to turn that into a profession, I've been way more conscious about it and like way more trying to make an effort.
Oh, really? Why did you want to get into stand-up in the first place?
One of like the more petty reasons, okay, I've always liked writing humorous things and, you know, short stories and stuff. And I got a few pieces published.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and it was like so many hours of work, like writing, revising, getting it submitted to places. And then like, I don't know, people were like, oh, congratulations. And then like it was like over. And I was like, that was not satisfying. And I had like started doing open mics at the same time. And it's like, wow, every time you go on stage, you get an immediate reaction, good or bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, that's so much more gratifying.
Oh, but that's also, I feel like, I agree. And also, congratulations on the publications and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I don't know, if you're going into open mics, even if the response is immediate, it's like you said, it's good or bad, and I feel like it's not always good. So
it's like, sort of like a gambling thing.
Yeah, and you feel like that's better than like just writing and publishing.
I think it's just like gambling is addictive because of the highs and the lows.
Yeah, you're right.
Whereas like writing is just sort of a steady like oh, this is fine.
Yeah, it's like uncertainty keeps you going instead of like always good or always bad. Yeah. Do you know how this is a anecdote that's unrelated, but do you know how I found you?
How?
So I was performing at, I think, Gotham, but I'm not sure. And after the show, I talked to someone. I'm not sure. I don't remember who it is. But so after my set, that person's like, oh, you're very funny. You give this innocent look, or like a girl next door, or like this kind of look. And then you tell like very out there jokes. And like it reminds me of Rebecca. And I'm like, oh. And then I looked you up and I saw your jokes and I thought you were really funny, so I followed you. So that's how I so I'm very honored. It's like a dream come true for me that you followed me back and came to my podcast.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Wait, how did you find me? You followed me back.
I I saw your clip with Rania.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I mean, I follow back anyone who's a comedian, but I had seen your clip with Rania.
Oh, nice. What did you think about my the with Rania?
So relatable.
I know. I feel like I wish we should talk more about that. But I feel like a lot of the relatable conversation I had with Rania was more about like it's because we're both comedians. But this obviously like applies to like around the world, like all aspects of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like feel like, because we talked about with Rania, we talked about how like being funny is not like it does not give you a leg up in dating, in straight dating. Do you feel that?
100%.
Yeah. How do you feel? Like, have you like, yeah, why?
I think there's a thing, like, it's hard to be attracted. Okay, I'm not going to speak for all women, but I find it very hard to be attracted to a man who's less funny than me. Like, even if I've had men who are willing to date me who weren't funny. Well, okay, my personal least favorite is men who try to be funny and fail at it.
Yeah.
Like, that's worse to me than just kind of not doing any jokes at all.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like right after I say that I'm a comedian sometimes and right after that I get a corny like pun joke that they saw online somewhere. I feel like that happens to me a lot.
Yeah. Or like sending memes.
Oh yeah. Or like, oh, I have this really fun story, you should put it into a joke and you should thank me because I provided you with the incident. But most of the time it's a not so funny incident.
Do you ever get men trying to offer you tags that are really sexually inappropriate?
I can't think of anything right now. Like tags, like what do you mean by tags?
It's like an extra line to add to your joke or something.
Oh. I feel like definitely. I just have a feeling that this happened, but I can't think of anything specifically right now.
You blocked it out.
I have selective memory. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, not all men, right? Like sometimes like men do legitimately offer good writing. But yeah, like I hate it when men will hear me do a joke and they'll be like, oh, here would be a good way to take it. And then they just say something that's like way more sexually out there than like what I had said.
Yeah, and I feel like okay, I don't know about you, but I feel like something that like that happens to me. I feel like I'm already sexually out there, and you want me to be more out there. That's also that also makes me feel like this also was talked about before on my other episode. It was like there's, have you been called out saying that your material's too edgy or too out there, too sexual? Have you ever?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but I feel like and I feel like men don't get called out on that.
No.
Yeah, and they talk about like sex and like sexual experience too. Yeah, and I was thinking like I remember after the first time I did comedy, like I posted the clip, I thought it was so funny, and there was like a guy that I barely know, then he like replied to me and he said, oh, you're so funny, but you shouldn't limit yourself to sex jokes. I'm like, well, first of all, it wasn't all just sex jokes. You only saw the sex jokes because you have selective attention. Yeah. There's a lot of other funny bits that are not about sex.
Yeah, I had an experience where in the same week I posted a sex joke, like a clip, like these are like 30-60 second clips, right? So I posted one that was like a very raunchy joke, and a bunch of men came on and were like, oh, women can only be funny when they're talking about sex.
Yeah.
And then a few days later I posted a joke about insects and people were like, finally a woman like who can be funny without talking about sex. And it's like, can you only like, could you like, these are like 30-second representations of my stand-up, like chill.
Yeah, and like it sounds like you can't win either way.
No.
Yeah. And speaking of posting, I feel like since I've been posting my podcasts a lot, I get so much more like comments, and it's interesting to see which ones that get viral, like the ones that has the most like better or more traffic is the ones that are sexual. Like I have so many other videos that are not about sexual experiences, and they don't get attention. So maybe that says something about the algorithm or the people who are interacting with it.
I think it's men see a woman talking about sex and they get angry and they come on and make angry comments. And then I think the sweet spot for social media is if you post a clip that's genuinely funny or genuinely engaging, but it makes like a certain percentage of people that see it angry. So they come on and share it or comment on it because they're angry, but it boosts the views and then it makes more people see it who will like it because it was actually funny.
Yes, I agree. And sometimes I have like hate comments, and there will be people who are like later on they will like come to the comment section and like speak against them. So I feel like that's like good engagement too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like under a lot of my podcasts, people something people always say is raise the price for podcast equipment, and I'm like, well, it's already very expensive, and if you don't think it's expensive enough, you should come buy a set of podcast equipment and make a better podcast instead of coming to my podcast. But
that's crazy. There's so many, like, I feel like 95% of if you studied it, I bet 95% of podcasts are just like 2 or 3 white dudes talking about absolutely nothing.
Exactly. Oh my god.
And they're coming onto your podcast and complaining. Like,
I know. I'm like so proud of my podcast. I feel like it's and another thing people say under I don't know like I've been doing my podcast for like 4 months, and most of the comments are hate comments. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think YouTube is just hate filled.
I
think that's part of it.
It's all the platform. It's like TikTok, Instagram, but I'm seeing it as a positive thing, as like I mean, I feel like for social media it's easy to focus on the hate comments, but there's also like a lot more people who liked but didn't comment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't like internalize the hate comments, because I try to think of it like like, okay, when I see a hate comment, I try to be like, oh, thank you. You've just helped my content grow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah. Whatever engagement is still engagement.
Do any of, like, you don't have to share, but have there been any particular comments that haunted you?
Oh my god. I feel like what haunts me is usually the comments from women. I feel like I feel hurt that you're not on my side. I can't think of anything in particular right now, but there definitely has been. It's like something about like, oh, don't let these women represent us, like they're not what women should be like, something like that.
I hate that.
I know. It's like, why are you so... Yeah,
I had a clip go viral that it was a sketch, but it was like presented in a way that it wasn't like, we didn't like say like this is a sketch. You had to have some sense of humor. But it was like me and another woman basically saying like, oh, you have to ask like if you have to ask a woman to hold your hand, the asking is non-consensual basically. And like, you know, like that's like not good. It was like a very like a parody of like woke like boundary like conversation, but like there was like so many women that came on in the comments and were like didn't get it and thought that we were being serious.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the misunderstanding that gets me all the time. I feel like okay, I have something that I want to ask your opinion on, because we were talking about beauty standards. So look, like I have a presence on Rednote, which is like a Chinese platform, a social media platform, just like Instagram, but most of the users are like women who are more well educated and like like a higher, like middle to higher upper class women, and there's like people are very like I guess, progressive on there, and I think it's a good thing. But there's a lot of people who are making like feminist content, and which is great to see on like a Chinese platform, because I mean feminism is still like developing slowly in China. It's not like at the stage where it is at in like American or a Western world right now. So it's good to see those influencers making, like, maybe they'll make like a skit about like how women are treated poorly in the similar situations as like if a man would be, like, just an example. And these influencers, when they get more traffic, when they get more popularity, there will be so many people in comments who are also women saying that you shouldn't be wearing makeup doing this content. I'm unfollowing you because you are wearing makeup. And I don't know, that bugs me, because I feel like you shouldn't. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I think that we shouldn't punish individuals for their choices. Like, if you're punishing an individual woman for choosing how she's adapting to a sexist society, then that's on you for judging her. Like, until we reach a point where we can accept, like, I mean, I'm wearing makeup right now, even though I'm aware that it has like toxins that are probably killing me slowly. Like, I think it's like very real to want to do whatever you can to adapt in society, even if you are aware that you shouldn't have to be doing it.
Yeah, I feel like it's good. It's okay to like do makeup if you have if with intention, like, you know what this is doing. You know what like you said, I'm also wearing makeup right now. I know I didn't like always putting on makeup, but this is what I should be doing if I want to be where I'm at in some like subtle ways. Yeah.
But maybe, like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to do this, but maybe like if it could be a good experiment to go on a date without makeup at some point.
I should. Yeah. I mean, I have been on dates like that are not first dates. That has no makeup. Yeah. And I usually find, okay, this is definitely more complicated than just having beauty standards, but I feel like men like that I go on dates with, they don't care that much about makeup anyway. It's more about like how I want to feel about myself. Because a lot of the times they can't even tell that you're wearing like a new like shade of eyeshadow or lipstick. Like, they can't tell that you're wearing like sometimes I have been on dates with like men that I've been seeing like before when I was wearing makeup, and then I'm like, oh, today I'm not wearing makeup, or did you see any difference? And they're like, I don't see any difference. So I feel like it's a lot of times like in my head that I have to wear makeup. Have you been on dates with no makeup?
Yeah, most.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, although we're talking about how this is killing women, I feel very honored that you're wearing makeup to my podcast.
Yeah, I want to help those clips go viral. And in fact, if you're watching this and you think I've done a bad job with the makeup, please let us know. Call me an ugly.
well, or if you think we're doing a good job, also leave a comment.
Yeah, tell us how pretty we are.
Yeah, we need both sides of the voice.
When you don't have makeup on, like, and you're like on a first date or something, like what scares you about that? Like, do you feel like the way that your face looks naturally isn't, or like, I don't know, is it something about wanting to make like the most good impression that you can?
That's a good point. This is also making me thinking a lot. I feel like I feel like I look better with a little bit of makeup, but maybe there's a very small margin like right after I done my eyebrows. I feel like I'm pretty like I don't need to go into the depth of doing a lot of contour and eyeshadow and eyelashes. I feel like I feel good just with like my eyebrows done and foundation probably. But usually I would go beyond just eyebrow and foundation and make me have more like steps of makeup done. And I wonder, because I've also seen like videos of people saying, oh, you should be putting on makeup because it makes you feel more confident, and feeling good about yourself can help you like do better at like what you're doing during the day. So, and I know I should be feeling better about myself already, or feeling confident already without makeup, but I feel like that's a much harder thing to do, and it's like it requires a long time of therapy and inward thinking. The easier way would be putting on makeup. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like it's grappling with your internal thing versus just taking the 10 minutes and putting on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. Like, I think that I have heard the argument that makeup makes you more confident because you're like taking control of your appearance and stuff. And I feel like there's almost no way that painting a better face over your own face day after day improves anyone's confidence, you know, to like take what your face like looks like when you wake up in the morning and to like paint basically a homogenized perfect version of it. Like, I don't know. I mean, when I do that, I mean, sure, there's like maybe a thing when you like look in the mirror after like doing it and you're like, oh, like, wow, this is like what my idealized appearance looks like. But I think it is sort of, I feel like there's something kind of inherently damaging about it, because it's sort of saying like that you're not good enough unless you do this thing.
Yeah, I guess I feel like I know it's a quick fix to not my face, but how I should feel about myself. But at the meantime, I should also be doing the internal work instead of just the external work.
It's hard. Like, I don't know what the answer is. And like, we do live in a society where people do literally treat you better when you look nicer.
Yeah. So I don't know. But also, I've also seen like, it's not just women. It's just like if you have enough power, like if you're the most like powerful woman in the world, you don't have to look good. Like, maybe at that point you don't need to like that at that point you don't even feel like you need to put on makeup. And I don't know if that's true, because I don't know. I mean I've never experienced that.
I think it's almost the opposite. Like, I mean, I know J.K. Rowling is a controversial figure, but you know, like, I'm not saying I agree with her, but she is like one of the most powerful women in the world, probably. Like, she has like just so much money. If you look at like the comments on what she posts, people aren't like, okay, people are disagreeing with her, but like a lot of people in the comments are going after her appearance. And I think like that, like, she is like one of the most powerful women in the world, and people are still primarily being like, oh, you're like an ugly bitch, you know?
But like, I feel like she wouldn't have to care about that.
I don't know whether she cares.
Yeah.
You think she doesn't care? I don't know.
I'm just thinking if I
yeah. I think it would be so hard to not let it get to you. Because it's so ingrained also that like, I feel like it's so hard to break that societal you know, oh my god, sorry, I'm blanking on the word.
Okay.
Like conditioning.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, it's so hard to break the societal conditioning that equates your worth as a person with your appearance when you're like socialized female. You know? So I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure J.K. Rowling pretends like she doesn't care about it, but I don't know. I mean, and like whatever, that's just one example. But like, I feel like if you see any woman in the media, like people go after their appearance, like the White Lotus woman with like the big teeth or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you like, you know who I'm
Yeah.
from like the past season?
Uh-huh.
Like she got like brutally ridiculed and she just has like regular teeth, you know?
Yeah. Well, I guess it would get into yeah, I mean, even if I say like I don't really care about the comments sometimes, it's because I choose not to look at it, to not have it affect me, because if I look at it too much, it might still affect me. This I don't know how, if this will be related, but it's because it's from a guy friend. I mean, beauty standard applies to guys too, but maybe not as much as women. So he was saying like someone say that he looks like one of the politicians, and he looked at the politician and thought, this politician does look like him, but he doesn't look good. And he was saying, oh, if I'm the politician and I look like this and I have so much money, I'll spend the money on plastic surgery to make myself look better. And then he thinks, so he has that much money and he's not getting plastic surgery. That means that he doesn't need to, and still, like, I think he married to like a Playboy model or something. He can still get whatever he wants without having to look good. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's like, that's what I mean by like, if you have power, maybe it'll affect you less, but obviously not completely zero.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are reasons to not get plastic surgery other than not having the money and stuff, or like not. I mean, like I guess like for my values, even though I'm aware that like, okay, like let's say if I got breast implants or something, I think people on average might treat me better, right? Like, or I might get further in comedy theoretically or whatever, but like to me it's just like not worth it. Like you have to go under anesthesia and you risk death there. Implants have to be replaced every 10 years, so it's like a, you know, it's not just a one-time thing. And implants also increase your risk of cancer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, there is like a risk, and I feel like it's not guaranteed that if you get whatever surgery done, you are gonna get a leg up. It's still,
right. And it could be botched too.
It's
not an easy choice. Like, I don't know.
I have actually done double eyelid surgery, so to like make my eyes look bigger. I know it's like not very obvious because it's been I done it when I was 17. So I feel like so as someone who I guess got plastic surgery, it's not really plastic surgery, but got cosmetic surgery, I feel like before that I felt very insecure, and after that I felt so much, not so much, but it definitely helped my confidence and how I go about and how I carry myself. And like, it might be a very grand things to say, but I feel like if I didn't get the surgery, I don't know if I'll be here right now, because I might not have the confidence to do stuff that I would want to do. And I feel like the reason why I got like cosmetic surgery so early in life was because like I got called out on like when I was like in middle school. So I don't know how, it's definitely a complicated, and there's definitely like many aspects to like the reason, the motivation of getting plastic surgery. I get why people, but I feel like I'm more for like personal choice and intentionality.
100%. Like, I'm not, again, like, no judgment if anybody decides to do whatever they like feel like they need to do or want to do to exist in society. I think it would be good if like all of us question these like beauty standards. But at the same time, like, I totally understand why people do.
I see what you mean. Like, I feel like needs to be a collective effort. There's so many different individual choices, but if before we have like something that's more like that involve more people, or the societal change or policy change or anything that can shake the beauty standard. Or I feel like it's not fair to judge either conforming or going against beauty standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, we should try not to judge people, men and women and everything in between for whatever they decide to do or not do. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like that's why I'm here. I feel like there's more of a consensus on not judging people here than where I'm from, and that makes me feel more like in my skin, so then I can be making choices more freely instead of being controlled by the standard, either going against it or for it. Yeah, this I read a book called we're running out of time, so I'm trying to wrap up, called Bad Feminist. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, by Roxane Gay.
Yeah. Have you read it?
I've read an essay from it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I really liked the book, because when I was in college, so this is, oh my god, this is so funny. Now I'm like, oh my god, I have so much to say. Thank you for listening. I'm like dumping my trauma and like my my life story to you. So I started the podcast because when I was in China, I was doing content creation, and how I started it was, back then I feel like podcast wasn't a thing. So I started with me and 3 of my friends gathering together in my dorm, talking about, like, the first episode was talking about like beauty standards, like body image, and that went super viral. Like, so many women can relate to it. And then we did more episodes, but then they graduated, so I stopped doing that. So but that, I'm saying, like, that's how I got started on doing content. So I made it like a school project so I can get money from the school, basically. And I was talking about, like, presenting my project, and my teacher, my professor who was listening to it, they were a gender study professor. I think they like specialized in gender studies and women's studies, and like, yeah, more like comparative literature and stuff. And they are the one, because they're Chinese, so there's no pronouns. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. And they recommended the book Bad Feminist, because one of the videos I did was I was like crying. I'm like, how can I tell people to not be anxious about their body image when I am still anxious about my body image? And he's like, you should read this book. Yeah, and I read it. I'm like, oh, like, it's basically it's saying, wait, you should be doing more of the talking. I feel like I'm completely.
No, I'm listening. I think it's interesting too, hearing about, like, the beauty standards of a different culture.
Yeah, and the book was basically saying, it's like, it's okay to be a bad feminist. Like, even if you don't know all the feminist theories, even if you want to, like, conform to a beauty standard in a certain way, or you sing along to misogynist rap, you can still be a feminist. It's better than being a bad feminist is better than not being a feminist at all.
Right, which is also interesting, because then when Roxane Gay got the gastric bypass surgery, or whatever it's called, like, she basically got her stomach stapled, I think, or like I forget the name of bariatric surgery.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But she had, like, a, you know, like, one of those surgeries that helps you lose weight, and like, so many people in feminist circles came on and judged her for it, because they were like, I mean, she was like very severely overweight, and it's like, I think it's crazy to judge her for making a personal choice to, like, whatever, like, that's between her and her doctor.
Yeah, it doesn't stop her from, like, feminist literature.
Right.
Doesn't make her voice less, what's the word? Doesn't make her less of a feminist.
Right. Right. You could say that you think she shouldn't, like, that no one should feel like they have to get bariatric surgery, and that people should be able to exist in their bodies, like, and feel comfortable. But, like, to judge her for making that decision is, like, I think that's anti-feminist. To judge individual people for, like, you know, doing, because also, like, she might not have chosen to do it for cosmetic reasons. She might have, like, felt like she wanted to do it for health reasons. That's literally, like, you know, that's her medical decision. But I don't know.
Yeah. So before, I guess we can wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm the one that's like kept talking. Is there anything like you would like to add or on an end note?
Okay. Last like thing, I think that it goes the other way as well, where, like, I think I've heard multiple men comment that they're jealous that women get to wear foundation and get to wear makeup because they're insecure about how their complexion looks. They're insecure that they're, like, not, you know, like, maybe they have, like, like, they want to have, like, more prominent lips or something. And I'm like, I think similarly to how women shouldn't feel like they have to wear makeup, men shouldn't feel like they cannot wear makeup.
Oh, yeah. You're right. But is men wearing makeup like also, like, promotes, like, beauty standards?
It does, but I don't know. I mean, look, we live in this world we live in. I don't know. I think there's a difference between occasionally wanting to feel pretty or like wanting to, maybe you have a blemish that you want to cover up versus, like, feeling, like, so insecure that you cannot leave the house or let anybody at all see you without putting on, like, a heavy coat of makeup or, like, you know, really, like, dyeing your hair, doing, like, whatever. I don't know. I think there's a world where you could use makeup without letting it destroy your confidence.
Yeah, there should be. I feel like I'm trying to get there. I feel like, I mean, it is a collective effort, but I feel like individually there's, like, small things we can do,
right, to,
like this reminds me of the trend, what's something small that's feminist that you do every day, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I had, like, I occasionally shave my legs. I often don't, but, like, I had a man touch my leg hair and he was like, wow, I've never seen or touched leg hair on a woman before. And I'm like, really? You're 37?
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know what? That makes me not want to shave my legs like, a feminist choice.
Yeah.
I think we should, okay, if women don't feel comfortable doing it, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. But I think if you can bring it to yourself to walk out occasionally without makeup, without shaving your body hair, I think that just normalizes what bodies look like.
Yes, normalize it. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I feel very, like, stimulated in our conversation, and thank you for, like, challenging or bringing a perspective on this topic, because I feel like I was very much into this topic, like women and the double standard of society, but I felt like when I came to America I stopped thinking about it because I feel like it didn't bother me as much because I feel like immigration and, like, racial topics bothered me more when I came here, so I've kind of left the gender issue in the back of my head. So thank you for bringing it up in my, like, digging it out of my brain, and I definitely enjoyed the conversation. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.